Three, two, one. All right, so my rules for life, man. Jesus Christ. There's not many of them, man, to be honest with you. Like, the way I kind of look at life is very binary. And once you kind of get the math of how the universe works, everything else is pretty simple. So, the first rule of life, tell the truth or don't say anything at all. That's probably the easiest one to go with. See, I like to keep all my thoughts and ideas to myself in a public space until I've tested somebody enough time with enough truth to see how they react, to see are they responsible enough and do they have the physical capability to be able to, well, not physical, but the mental capability to be able to accept what I am saying. See, a lot of times what I've learned is a lot of people like to stay in delusion and they like to be tricked and they don't want to know the truth. And when you kind of understand people don't want to know the truth, your best bet is just not to say anything at all. Just listen, observe, and go about your business. See, because here's the thing about the truth. The truth forces people to take action. So, like, say, for example, you can live in delusion as long as you want, but once you kind of realize that, like, okay, I'm broke, I have no skill set, and reality catches up to your fucking delusion, because usually the only way that you're able to live in delusion if there's people that are enabling you. So say, for example, you think you're this big baller or big boss guy, but you live at home and your parents give you all the money. What happens the day when your parents no longer enable you, when they don't exist anymore, there's no more money, the funds dried up or something like that? Now you're in a position where you have to recognize the truth, and that's going to force you to act. And a lot of times people act in very irrational ways when confronted with the truth. So the best bet is to give people little doses of truth, little doses. See how they respond. See if they react to the medicine in a positive manner. If they react to the positive manner, a little bit more truth, a little bit more, a little bit more. But for the most part, either say the truth or say nothing at all. So that's rule number one. Rule number two that I live by my life and why is to always do something productive for the day, which kind of relates back to truth. So I know we all have weaknesses. We all have strengths. And so when I identify my weakness in something or something I have a goal I want to set out to, I make sure I try to do something productive that day so I can call that day a win. And whether that be just drinking a bunch of water, taking a walk outside, writing my journal, making these videos, I try to do something productive that's going to make my life better in the future. And that's the way you got to kind of look at your life. Always do something productive that benefits you in the future. And that's a very hard thing because it takes self-discipline and it takes just mastering and knowing yourself. So that's always my number two rule is do something productive for the day. Rule number three, don't care so much. See, a big issue that people have is they care too much about things they don't need to really care about. And when you care all this energy and you put it towards all these things that don't really actually matter, what ends up happening is you get overload the brain of just almost a psychosis of just panic because you're caring about things that you don't need to care about. Realize, like, don't care so much about money, don't care so much about girls, don't care so much about work. Just kind of enjoy the life, exist, do what you can, and be happy. Be content with where you are. Strive to be better, but be content. Be happy for what you have. Because if you look back in your life 5 years from now, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, what you don't realize is you advanced. And unless you care about things, the less you let go of things, the easier it is to kind of just enjoy life. And you'll be surprised. More things gravitate toward you. So you got to think about your mental brain. It's almost like you are walking around with this burden on your brain. It doesn't let you get a chance to receive all the beautiful information that's coming to you because you're so saddled and burdened with just bullshit that doesn't fucking matter. Because at the end of the day, none of it really matters, man. Your accomplishments, your dreams, the things you've done, the people you met, like, they matter while you're alive, but in the end of the day, they don't really matter. They go away. They dissipate through the universe. They'll die, just like you will, and life will go on. So when you have that perspective that there's such this big-ass cosmos, and what you really do doesn't matter as much, it makes life a little bit more easy to get through. Number 4, take care of your body. That is one of my most important rules. Take care of your body, because it's the only body you get. You can always get a new car. It's and that's another thing that always amazes me. The level that people put into care of their cars, their possessions, but do not put into their own physical well-being and health. That's fascinating to me. Fascinating. Because when I look at that, I say, wow, you care so much about these things you can't take with you in an emergency. Like, say there's a fire or you got to get the hell out of there or somebody's shooting or anything. But you won't care about your body. You won't care about the physical vessel that you have to walk around and carry away for the rest of your life, however long that may be. You're drinking every day. You're eating terrible food. You're not exercising. You're not taking control. You're not taking advantage of this beautiful vessel that we got. Like, you're a human being. You're the dominant species on the planet. And you're choosing to live like a slob. It makes no sense. So take care of your body. Get your sleep. Get your rest. Eat good. Sleep. Take care, work out, train, do the little things, man, because it pays off in the long run, because you want to be able to look at your 60s and 70s and not be decrepit. That'll be a horrible existence to know I got 20 more years of a decrepit body. So I take great pride in my body simply because it carries me everywhere through life. It gives me the ability to do things. And the last rule that I would say that I live by, invest your money into yourself and tools that better you. Because the payment back is ridiculous. The return on investment is more than you'll ever get from a stock, that you'll get from a company, that you'll get from crypto, that you'll get from real estate. By investing in yourself, you are thus investing in your future abilities. And those future abilities will generate more wealth. It's so simple. It's a very simple equation, because you're almost infinite in what you can do with the different tools as provided to you. So by investing in yourself, you get the best of everything, man. You could take away my apartment. You could take away my car. You could take away my phone, everything else. But the knowledge, the things that I've gained, the abilities that I've learned over time because I invested money into me, I can always go make it back. It might take a little bit longer, but I'll always be able to make it back. You can always rebuild, because that knowledge, you understand how to utilize you and leverage it into higher paying or higher return on investment situations. And that's really what life is about. Just learning how to put yourself in situations where you can be successful, because you never know what's going to come across your life, man. So yeah, those are my 5 rules. Rule number 1, stop caring so much. Rule number 2, tell the truth or shut up. Rule number 3, take care of your body. Rule number 4, invest in yourself, in knowledge and education and skill sets and everything else. And bonus one I would say is be respectful. Like, being respectful gets you so much further in life. It really does. Just being kind to people, talking to people as they're human beings, respecting your property, respecting your community, respecting books, education, respecting things gives you such a leg up on every situation. So as people, if they can tell that you're respectful, they'll respect you in return. And as a byproduct, you get more things out of life, because people like people who are respectful, because who doesn't like a respectful person unless you're a dum-dum? And dum-dums who choose to go around being disrespectful, they typically interact with other dum-dums who are not respectful, and it creates chaos. So if you want to have beauty in your life and not a lot of chaos and turmoil for no reason, just be respectful to people. So yeah, there's the rules, man. It's very simple, very easy. 1, take care of your body. 2, invest in yourself. 3, don't care so much. 4, tell the truth or shut up. And 5, be respectful.